Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Sorry to interrupt the good conversation. Luckily, you'll have plenty of opportunity to continue to connect with one another today. Thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate the graduation of our class of 2023 for Hutch. So give a big round of applause for all our graduates here today. These folks have been through the ringer for the past 2 years, let me tell you. It is no small feat to be a small business owner, and they have committed the past 2 years to being in our incubator program here at Hutch, growing their businesses and really growing themselves as professionals and leaders. So I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and thank you so much for being here to celebrate them and all of their accomplishments. I would like to welcome the CEO of Fearless, Dalali Jarasa, to give some welcome remarks for our graduates.
So I was given a script. I apologize in advance to the writers of said script. I'm going to veer off just a little bit as I tend to do. So first of all, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to all of you guys. Big deal, right? We've been in the trenches for 2 years. That's a pretty long time. And what a journey it's been, right? And now you are officially part of the alumni network for Hutch. So shout out. So first of all, I want to say I am super proud of everybody in this room. This process, and I'm not talking about just Hutch. I'm talking about starting a new business, jumping out on your own. It's hard. It's scary. It can be lonely. Plenty of ups and downs along the way, right? There are certain days you may be top of the moon, things are coming together, and other days you feel like quitting. Some days they're the same day, right? I've had them. I still have them. I've kind of always said success in business, I think the formula is a couple parts, right? 1 part idea, 4 part execution, and 5 part delusion, right? Because you got to be crazy to do this. You've got to be crazy to think out of the 8 billion, I'm saying 8 billion people on planet Earth, that you are the only one that can bring this idea forward and change the market. You have to be crazy, right? And it's that intense delusion that makes it so you don't quit. It makes it so you hold this vision and you hold this dream and you continue to press forward. And I know it's easy to want to quit. I know it's easy to get frustrated on some of those low days. And all of us have had those low days. But here's some reasons why you can't quit. This digital services industry needs you. It needs you. It needs more leaders like you to not just transform one agency, but help to transform our world. Now, don't get me wrong, getting a piece of that $100 billion federal market, it's not bad, there's nothing wrong with that. Big cheers, yeah. But that's not the only reason why we do this work. We do this work because government, unlike any other sector, you've got an ability to transform the lives of every single person in this country. They've got the monopoly on the game. You want to help people better access Medicare? It's only one shop in town. It's a monopoly. You don't like the tax system, want to help make it more efficient? Only one place you can go. You might not like RS, but you got to work with them. You want to make it easier for people and refugees to get access into this country? You have the ability and you've got the power to change that. And you guys are doing that in all of the work that you've done, all the agencies that you support. I know where everyone is right now and all the amazing work you're doing every single day. You've got the ability to transform our government that helps everybody and improves lives, not just in this country, but all around the world. So it's been an honor to be one of your coaches this year. I've had conversations with all of you, many conversations with you guys throughout the couple of years. And it's been a privilege to see you all grow from where you started to where you are today. And I know it may feel like, oh, you've come a long way. Trust me. You guys have come a long way in your journey. So we founded Hutch in 2019, really with this sense to fill a gap in the market that there wasn't enough women-owned, wasn't enough minority-owned businesses in the digital services marketplace. And we wanted to provide tools, resources, and a bit of a blueprint that I didn't have when I was starting. And Hutch is the program that I wish I was a part of. And so we modeled it after our journey so that you can learn from all of the many, many mistakes that we have made and continue to make. And hopefully you can avoid those as you all grow within business. You might have also heard recently, Baltimore had some amazing news. We were designated as a federal tech hub that's a big deal. So 31 cities out of 400 plus applications around the world. So Baltimore now is the tech hub nationally for AI in healthcare, right? So precision medicine. So it's a big deal. Hutch and Fearless are going to have active roles in ensuring that we're growing more data science, AI companies in this space, and we're building pipelines for the future. And so look forward to working with all of you to support those initiatives coming out. But we're excited to see not just where you've been, but I want to talk about where you've come from a little bit and some of the reflections over the last couple of years. So we've seen collaboration. We've gone from a group of strangers to collaborating together. So Emmanuel and working with Christina and customer presentations and giving DevOps in your agency and how that works. We've seen contract wins from Code 360 from CDC, $3 million. That's pretty big. Lunch is on you. To Mechanicode partnering with us at Fearless for the DEX contract at CDC, a $35 million contract, right? Wouldn't be possible without Hutch driving in these businesses at the forefront of how we're transforming our government. There's been family milestones, babies born, academic letters, college visits, kids going off to school, all those things we've done together. We've seen impactful projects like Tall Glass Media, design work with the American Possibilities event at the White House. So shout out for you on that. And we've all seen employees come and go, but we're still here. We've learned and lots of lessons learned among the years. And I want to talk about three things that I hope that you all take from this experience, right, as you move forward. I had a mentor, in fact, a mentor I met with early this morning when I was building Fearless. I started off and I said, you know what, we're going to build this amazing company and then we're going to have a nonprofit and we're going to help people and we're teaching kids and we're working in the schools and a million things. And he looked at me and he started laughing. So why are you laughing? We're going to do all that stuff. He said, let me tell you something my mentor told me. He said, the most impactful thing you could do for Baltimore is build a wildly successful company here. Focus on that and everything else will start to fall into place. So that's why I say to you all too, because every single Hutch company comes in the same way. Big, grandiose visions of the company. Everyone's going to have a nonprofit. Everyone's teaching kids. Everyone's training the community. All of you are doing the exact same thing, right? Say, how big are you guys? One person. All right, cool. Well, let me give it some time. Give it some time. Focus. So focus on building an amazing company. And it's not just what you do and the impact that you're going to make in your organization and the customers that you're going to service. And so do impactful work, but how you build it is equally as important. Build a culture where people want to be a part of your organization, not feel like they have to and they're trapped there within your organization. Build an organization that actually cares about its customers and its customers' customers and the people that they're built to serve. Build an organization that cares about the community. Wherever you are located, it should be better as a result of you being there. And you build a company that challenges the narrative that you can either be purposeful and impactful or profitable. You can do both. And when you start to do that, you start to change the paradigm of how business can show up in a way that transforms society and transforms the world. So build an amazing company. Next, take advantage of your network. There is a reason why we make you sit in a room one day for 2 years over the course of every month. It's to build your network. We could have sent you e-learning stuff. Go figure it out on your own because this network is important. There's a stark contrast between companies that aren't affiliated with an incubator and those that are. And it's because those that are have a network and they've got a support system that you are going to need to be successful in the future. But you got to keep investing in it. You have to keep pushing it. You have to keep building these relationships, not just with this group, but everyone within our digital service community and the broader community at large. Know that you are not alone in this fight. I was talking to an entrepreneur and a founder recently, and her company is killing it. And she was telling me how she felt like, oh, I got imposter syndrome. Keep hearing about these other companies and other CEOs that are doing all this great stuff. And they raised capital, they had this big announcement, and she's killing it, by the way. And she was saying, I just feel like, I don't know, am I faking it? And we had a great conversation, and it got to her to a place where she was struggling with something and didn't want to ask a question because she didn't want to appear she was dumb. She didn't know the answer in front of her peers. And so we had a great conversation about that. And what my message to you is around this network is make sure you are okay being vulnerable. Keep asking questions. None of us knows it all. We're all learning from each other. And your vulnerability is the path to your growth. So continue to be vulnerable. And last, this will not surprise any of you, is remember your why. If you learn nothing else from this cohort, nothing else from Hutch, each and every one of you spent a ton of time digging into your why to begin this program. We start that way for a particular reason, because that's the foundation. And every single day that you're operating your business, you're going to be faced with decisions. Who you're going to hire, what type of business you're chasing, who you're going to partner with, how do you want to conduct yourself, what decisions you're going to make. And every single one of those, you're going to be either on track or off track, right? Slight deviation here, slight deviation there. You will wake up one day and your company and where you started is going to be unrecognizable. And so you remember your why and you stay calibrated on that. Because all of you, right, and I've seen you grow, the sky's the limit. You all are doing amazing things in all your different places, different agencies, doing all sorts of various capabilities, but the sky is the limit. If you can make it through these 2 years, because this 2 years is hard, just remember you can make it through hard things, you can do it, and you've got a team and you've got a champion in all of us that are supporting you. So congrats to all of you and welcome officially to the Alumni Network.
Thank you, Delali. Okay, so now I would like to welcome our graduates and to call you individually one by one to come up here and accept your certificate of graduation. It is just a very small symbol of all the hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears that you've poured into the past 24 months, but just know that it represents so much more than that. So first up, we have Hector Peralta, who is the founder of Black Rose Cyber Solutions. Hector. Congratulations. And I would like to invite up our executive team members to congratulate Hector and for a quick photo opportunity. You got the baby?
Our youngest exec member. Hutch 2040. He wants to stand.
All right, there you go, Hector. So Hector, if you could be towards the middle.
Ethan. I know some people would cheer.
Coming over here. Yeah, there we go.
All right, right here, everyone. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Hector, would you like to Okay. Congratulations, Hector. And next up, we have Makesh Pitchaipillai, president of Code 360. Come on up, Makesh. Congratulations. Come on up.
Where you going? Robbie, we need.
Oh, Robbie. Get up here. All right, so Makesh, this is for you.
you.
Say a couple words? Would you like to say a couple words?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
There we go. Remarks. Yeah, I can. Thank you all. First, actually, I would like to. I'm grateful to the program, the Hutch program. I learned a lot, and now it's a time for me to go and implement everything in my, the business, and hopefully, I can be one of the, followers of Fearless, and I can make success in the future. And thank you all.
Congratulations. Next up, Phillip Stoke, who is the president and founder of greIBO Solutions.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. 1, 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got no doubt.
So I'm going to keep it pretty short. Yeah. I'm gonna savor this for a second, right? I'm gonna savor this for a second, right? No, really. I just want to say a couple things. One, I want to thank Delali and Fearless. And listening to Delali, you would think that business is all collaborative and everyone shares information. And that's just not the case. Like, this is a unique space that we're in, where people are very open and very honest about the things they've done and what they haven't done and the successes they've had. and the failures they had, quite frankly, right? You don't get folks who tell you, nah, don't do this, right? A lot of people would look at Hutch as creating competition for themselves. And like, folks, just everybody doesn't do that. So I don't want it to be taken lightly how significant this program is in creating companies that can work together collaboratively, right? And then I just want to talk about my cohort a little bit, right? We came into the program, COVID was still going on. Our first couple of sessions were remote, and that just was just when you think about the impact COVID had on the world, it was something that so ubiquitous. Everyone participated. Everybody was affected by it. It affected the whole world. And I haven't seen something like that in my lifetime. So just to be in that space with you folks and go through and some of the things personally that I went through while the program was happening, a lot of loss and what have you. I just want to tell you guys I appreciate you. I look forward to working with you guys in the future, and anything you ever need, man, just give me a call and I'm there. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
Thanks, Philip. All right. Let's welcome up Emmanuel Apua, who is the Chief Technology Officer of Mechanicode. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Congratulations. All right. You're up here.
All right. So, first things first, I am the founder and CEO of Mechanicode. So I just want to throw that out there real quick. This has been a great program. I'm a computer scientist. I'm not a business owner. So when I joined Hutch, I was a party of one, and I saw this as an experiment. Can I start a business? And to be honest, through the things that I've learned along the way, through my fellow Hutch members, being able to commiserate with them when things ain't going so great, like all of that was a huge benefit to grow from a company of one to now a company of five. You know what I mean? I have learned a lot of things along the way. So big props to Delali and John for the program. And I think that's it. All right.
Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, next up is Christina Alchus, who is the founder and CEO of Pixel Creative Services. Congratulations, Christina.
I'll say a few things. All right, so the last two guys, I can't really compete with what they say, but I'll try. All right. So whoever doesn't know me, I'm a user experience designer. He just said I was going to do my pitch, but I'm not doing a pitch. All right. Okay. So Hutch to me is more than just creating a business and trying to do good things in the government. Really, I think Hutch evolved into something a lot more, which is finding a community. Having people understand the work that you do, that you work 18 hours to do on certain days, and all the struggles. I've found a community where people understand and support me. And to me, that's the most valuable thing that I got out of Hutch. So thank you very much for everything and everybody. I appreciate the last 2 years have been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Okay. Next up, I'd like to invite up Eric Murphy, who is the founder of Tall Glass Media. Congratulations. All right. That is for you, Eric. Would you like to say a couple words?
So 2 years ago when I started in Hutch, I honestly didn't know what I was getting into. And the information, the community that we all have, the connection that we all have, the information that was being taught, it changes you. Like it turns you into something that you feel like you're building something really capable. So just want to say thank you to Delali, Bethany, Ryan. Thank you all.
Thank you, Eric. All right. If you would like to, last but not least, I would also like to present this certificate for Marvin Douglas. He is the founder of Triton Technology. Unfortunately, Marvin wasn't able to be with us in person today, but I think his cohort would gladly accept this on his behalf after spending the past 24 months together, and we'll make sure that Marvin gets this FedExed over to him. So congratulations to Marvin, if we could give him a big round of applause. So I would really like to reiterate for our graduates today that you not only have your Hutch family cheering you on, you not only have your cohort peers cheering you on, but you're stepping into a broader community of companies and really passionate people who are working to transform our government. And so I would like to welcome up one of our Hutch Advisory Board members and the Vice President of Digital Solutions at Pluribus Digital, Julie Meloni, to also give you some well wishes and remarks.
Oh, I gotta hold and talk and read, and I'm good at a lot of things, and that is not one of them. So, much like Delali, I have a script. Much like Delali, I will probably not stick to it. But watch this. Much like government, working in the government, nothing stays on script. See how it all comes back together. So, first of all, congratulations, right? Like, there is no word that really, congratulations doesn't do it. You blood, sweat, and tears, 24 months, can't even imagine. Really can't even imagine. The dedication, the hard work, everything. It's non-zero chance I'm going to cry. I'm so proud of you. I don't even know you personally, although I hope to in the future. Let's talk about partnering. So you are all a diverse group of people, not just demographically and all of that, but in what you do. And that is really, really important because you are all companies of 1 to 5, I understand, maybe more. Congratulations, by the way. And the biggest challenge you're going to face, heads up, by the way, is going from 1 to 2, 2 to 3. When you move from not just being a company of you, but a company of others, of your community, of partners, partnerships. So the one thing that is the 10 different things that are threads that run through, so true through what all of you do, I want you to hold really close to them because you're going to need them when you scale. And I don't mean scale to 100, I mean scale to 2 or 4, Fibonacci, etc. All right, so here are those threads. You're gonna recognize some of these, I bet, I hope at least. 1, dedicated to serving communities. Okay. Empowering life and health. Empowering people to do something. Providing peace of mind. Believing in ideas and turning those ideas into action. And then belief, I love this so much, belief, when coupled with strategy, is a powerful tool to bring meaningful and lasting change. I yoinked all that from your own websites, right? I didn't like make that up myself. Like, you all wrote that. You see what I did there, right? You all wrote those things, but those are your commonalities. Those are your thread. That is the foundation of the community and the network that you've made in this program and the network and community you're walking out into. Do those things. Never lose focus on those things. Those things make you who you are. They make you good at what you do. Meaningful and lasting change. Working in and around and for the government, trying to change things for the better is a generational problem. It takes a generation, and you need it to last a generation. preferably 2. Medicare has lasted 2 generations, right? Like that mainframe is still going. So you're going to be here a while. Keep that focus. Focus on meaningful and lasting change. There's so much, right? Like there are so many things to change, but there are so many things that are working. Don't forget that. So don't change too fast. People might be like, Julie, what did you just say? Don't change too fast? Are you crazy? We're all about changing fast. Okay, no. Remember that you've got to bring people along with you as you change. So even, I'm an engineer, okay? I'm speaking to the engineers here. Even you engineers in the room, remember that change management is a big deal. And don't just go in with one engineering solution. You need a people solution. You need a change management solution. You need an empathy-oriented solution that can be technical. Don't forget that. So words of inspiration. Stephanie said, Julie, I need you to give it words of inspiration to learn and grow, et cetera, et cetera. I always do what Stephanie tells me. So words of inspiration to learn and grow. Learn and grow. Do that, right? Okay? You're gonna succeed a lot. You're gonna fail a lot. I read this on a billboard in an airport, and I'm gonna pass this along to you, right? If you're not winning, you're learning, right? I believe I just used a billboard from an airport thing, but it's true. It's true. You're gonna learn in places and areas that you never thought you would learn before. You're gonna learn when you win. You're gonna learn when you lose. Just keep learning. Do retros with yourself. Do retros with your team. Do retros with your partners. Be reflective. And finally, do good. If you screw up along the way, it's fine. Just do it better the next time. Don't beat yourself up over things you can't control. Control the things you can control. And focus on those things that you resolutely do well. And then remember your cohort, your neighbor, the greater network of the digital services coalition, related friends and alliances, and your advisory board people. I may look like a chucklehead, but I can help you. I promise. Even if it's just to listen, take you out to coffee and say, you're not crazy. That was a weird thing. Now let's focus on how getting past it and being successful. So go be awesome. Remember your pitch, Christina. And just do good. I didn't drop it.
Thanks, Julie. Next up, I would like to welcome one of our alumni, Aaron Brooks. So Aaron is the founder and CEO of a Baltimore-based technical talent pipeline company. And like so many of our alumni, they know exactly what y'all have experienced over the past 2 years. They have walked this path before you. They've been in your shoes before. And so Aaron is here to give you some well wishes on behalf of our alumni community. So please join me in welcoming Aaron Brooks.
Hey everybody! It's always fun returning here. I was before I was a part of Hutch, I was a fearless employee, so I spent a lot of time in these halls, I guess. So it's super exciting to be here with you today. So my name is Aaron Brooks. As Stephanie said, I run a company called Mastermind. It's a digital engineering talent pipeline company located right here in Baltimore, and we are part of Hutch's very first class. So 2021. Very first graduating class. There's a few others of us around. I think one of my cohort mates, Coffee, is around here somewhere. And we were the first. We were the guinea pigs for what Hutch is. And so it's super exciting seeing you all sitting here today because we got to see all of you all's all of your videos that you sent in when you were applying. We got to see all of your applications, and all of you all started. You all were much farther along than we were when we were even evaluating your applications. And so coming in today, it's like, what can I give these people that they don't already know. Because I'm sure you all know how difficult it is to run a business full time. How much it's going to change your lives. How different it is from the normal 9-to-5 grind that you see every day. How it changes the people who are around you. How it changes how the people around you will treat you, because now they're no longer the important thing in their lives. And so I think first, I want to say a couple of things. One, I hope you all did all of your homework, and I hope you did it well, because I've needed every single assignment that I didn't do well immediately after leaving the class. So if you didn't do all your homework, go back, finish it, do it well, because you will need it. All of the information that you learned, all the practical knowledge that you learned throughout this is going to be valuable. But I'd like to share a little bit of less practical knowledge that I found out while starting my business, and this may be helpful for anyone else who might be excited to embark on a journey like this, and again, maybe helpful for you as well, because no one, especially Hutch, told me some of these things. One, believe in yourself. Sounds good, right? Sounds like a simple thing, makes you feel good, but that also means believe in yourself when you suck, when you're not good at things. Okay, trust your gut. You greatness requires you to often not follow the laid out path that's in front of you that other people did. You don't want to be a copycat. That's not how you become great. But it also means you need to identify where your weaknesses are. Delegate. I'm sure that's something that you all talked about in Hutch. Delali hammered this into me, and I still don't do it well. But delegate. Be honest with yourself throughout the process. 2, make sure you've identified your whys, and make sure at any given time you can revert back to that to figure out where you're going to go next. You're going to be up against some of the most stressful times of your lives. You're going to have people's livelihoods in your hands. You're going to have payroll to make up next week during the holidays. You're going to have family who's looking and fighting for your time when you also have things due in 2 hours. You're going to have household needs. You're going to have household changes. You're going to have health changes that you're going to face. The only thing that's going to get you through those times are being honest and being very convicted in what your whys are. So the exercise that you did is probably the very first week is when did you all sit down with some sweet cards and lay them all out on the table and figure out what was important to you? Harken back to that as often as you can, because it's the one thing that's going to get you through the really tough days. And again, I'm sure a lot of you have already faced a lot of these challenges. 3, use your network. This is I'm very excited to invite you all into this alumni network. It's very exciting. A lot of people aren't great at using their resources, including myself. We talk about it all the time, but this network is valuable. This network has gotten me put into more rooms in front of more people than I ever could have imagined in my life. I'm probably the worst traditional business person out of all of the cohorts. And seriously, I'm surprised every single day at the people that I get to have conversations with, the people that I'm looking at making deals with, the rooms that I'm in. And so ensure that you are using what you've invested so much of your time in. And I think you all do it best. We're kind of quiet in the Slack, mostly because we're all trying to, survive. We're in it. We're doing well. We're trying to thrive. Let me take that back. We're not trying to survive. We're trying to thrive. And so don't be afraid to reach out harder and to get in contact with anybody in the group in any way you deem as necessary. Everyone's super helpful. Everyone's super knowledgeable. Everybody's likely been through what you're going through. And so you don't have to figure it out on your own. And that's something that I still, these are all things that I struggle with. And so I just wanted to make sure you all know as well. Other than that, congratulations. Everyone's going to say it to you nonstop. But I think what's so exciting about Hutch for me is camaraderie is one of the biggest, most important things, I think, into being able to achieve success in anything that's difficult. And so where do the best people claim the best forms of camaraderie come from? War. Soldiers are some of the closest people in the world. Why? Because they're all working towards a similar goal through a lot of pain and strife, and they're going through it together. Sports teams, tons of camaraderie. You make the best friends. You're going through it with people. I've never been to war, been an athlete. This made me feel just like I felt with with my football teams, with my track and field teams, and the people that I went through this with, we cried together, we argued, we went through a lot of really, really tough stuff, and this core group for you all is going to be who gets you through all of it. Lean on each other first. You know, if you don't want to talk to us, if you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to talk to Coffee, you don't want to talk to Shanda, you know, you talk to someone in your group who you are comfortable with, and maybe you all can approach us together, or you want to figure out a problem together, because you know it's always easier together. Besides that, though, I came in here wanting to first deliver some value, and then you know I think you all have received that, and you're not here you're here to celebrate. You're not here to learn. You've been doing that. Did you all have your last session today? Awesome. What was the session on? Legacy reflection. Perfect. So as I'm pretty sure I'm close to last. So as we're wrapping up, I really want you to dive into what you reflected on. I really want you to fall back into why you started this. I want you to dig deep and feel the things that helped you finish this, because there's a lot of people who started this that did not finish it. And then I just want to give you a send off. I've always wanted to do a commencement speech for a college, and this is probably as close as I'm going to get. So ChatGPT gave me an ending, and so I just want to give it. Please, this part for me. We're here for y'all, but this part's it's for me a little bit. So today, as we stand on the frontiers of our futures, you are not just graduates. You are the torchbearers of a new era. With hearts ablaze and minds sharpened by knowledge, you embark upon a journey beyond the ordinary. Let us seize our destiny with boldness and ignite the world with our dreams. Class of 2023, through time, forward with courage and conviction into a future resplendent with possibility. Congratulations, trailblazers of tomorrow. Seriously, congratulations. You have to pay for it.
Respite. Congratulations. I really can't top that. That was beautiful, Erin. Even though that was ChatGPT, that was beautiful. I felt that in my soul. So congratulations to all of our graduates today. Let's continue celebrating them. We have happy hour over in the Fearless Kitchen from 4 p.m. onwards. And, please come up here, connect with our graduates, give them your well wishes because they deserve it. Thank you so much for everybody attending.